Yeah, tell you poor thing. Okay. Hopefully can have a speedy recovery. Chinese New Year is just only tomorrow onwards. And you're gonna put the cast for how long? The bandage. Honey, for how long?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. You. Okay, so let's go. So this the second lesson for the what we call philosophy and psychology, right? So last week we talked about it, and now we want to know more details how this psychology and philosophy affect in your writing skills, and how can it help to improve in your writing skill by writing a very emotional essay or things like that. Okay. So first of all, what is the meaning of psychology and philosophy? Okay, we all know that last week we talked about philosophy is the whole things, the whole spectrum. Well, psychology is part of it, your feelings, how you feel about it. Okay. So with this picture maybe not very clear. So it's something like, for example, if you want to write these two essay or these two parts of it in your essay, we're talking about how students feel stressed. How do students cope stress? Oh, how do students cope stress? That's a very interesting statement. When you know that all of us will go through the kind of stress level, right? And how are you going to write this as your essay? So we're going to talk about it later on. So let's move on to write a good essay about philosophy and psychology. Okay, so I think today might be only the two of you lah. Tenyu is on holidays because it's going back to Malaysia. Zachary, I'm not sure he's still joining us because he's now in the other group, right? Tenyu, right? Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. I read philosophy is the study of the fundamental natures of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. So it can be written as an essay, and how psychology deals with the study of the human mind. Human mind, how you feel your emotion, and its behavior in a given social context. Both psychology and philosophy are optional subject in the UPSS exam. Okay, so this is just to give you. Okay, what is epistemology? Now, epistemology here mentioned that it's the theory of knowledge, especially with regards to its method, validity, and scope, and the distinction between justified belief and opinion. I say, I believe that I can pass my exam with flying color. But in my opinion, how am I going to do that to score A1 for all my subjects? You see? So with your knowledge, you know that well, there's no shortcut. Am I recording? Am I recording? Is it recording? Recording. Oh, okay. Sorry. Suddenly I just realized. Okay. So, so maybe can you share with me, the two of you, what is your belief? What is your belief and what is your opinion? How can you use an example on yourself? So Uncle Raymond start first. Well, I believe I can help my students to do well in their study and score better. But in my opinion, not all students will be following my methods, my styles, my methodology, my pedagogy, my ethos, my way of teaching. But some will think that, oh no, agreement, that's not my style, learning from you. I think I have enough. Or some say, oh yeah, that's the style I want. That is the way I want my teacher to teach me. To hold on. To develop me into a better person. I think I need this kind of injections, the power, the kind of motivations that I need to have. So that is in the belief and opinion. So what is your belief and opinion? Kang Yao, maybe you start first. Yep.
Wait, sorry. My screen is all blank.
Blank. Okay.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. One more time. Let's see. It's okay. Now better.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Sometimes it's like that. Okay, yes. So, Kang Yao, what is your belief and opinion?
Uh, for what kind of subject?
Anything, my dear. You can use anything. Just like I use belief. I say I believe. Wait, I say I believe that all my students can definitely score A1 because I believe they can do it if they follow my instruction, they follow my style, they follow the way I teach. Okay, that's my belief, Kang Yao. So, but then in my opinion, that's epistemology, this one. But in my opinion, I think you, or both of you and Zach and Tian will be watching the video. I think the four of you will agree that in your opinion, not all students will get A1, right? It all depends on the particular day, the exam, their mood, their stress level, their motivation, their inspiration, aspiration, their concentration, everything comes in place. So in my opinion, no matter how well I teach my students, it still all depends on their capability, how they do deal with the exam. So that's in my opinion. Then I can say in my belief that I feel that in life, everyone must be given a second chance. Okay. In my belief, I say everyone must be given a second chance. But nevertheless, uh, in my opinion, not everyone should be given a chance. Like for example, knowing that this is an offense and yet you still commit an offense, I don't think he should be given a second chance. I think he should get punished severely, and definitely, I think he deserves to be locked up or maybe even a death penalty. Like just maybe we talk about death penalty, yeah. So I believe death penalty should be carried out in Singapore. But then again, in my opinion, what kind of death penalty should the government carry out this punishment? So maybe drugs, murder, kidnap, extortion, firearm. Maybe these are my opinion. Get it now, Kang Yao? Right. So what is in your belief and opinion about yourself?
Uh,
Get out, my dear. Don't worry. Just say what you need to say.
can I say that yes, I believe there's no such thing as good and bad.
Oh, your belief, you mean in your belief,
Yeah,
in your belief, there is no such thing as good and bad. Maybe can you please kindly elaborate? Let's say you're writing this essay. Okay, what I mean by that? I'm a bit curious. Sorry.
because bad and because there's to me there's no such thing as bad, good or bad because it's just like shades of gray everywhere because
Shades of gray. Okay.
because
All right.
everything in the world there's no absolute, there's nothing that's absolute, there's not no such thing as absolute bad or absolute good. It's just people judging other people. For example, if I see something that's bad, people might think this is not, it's not bad, it's actually good. So I don't think there's such thing as good or bad.
Then you can write this in your essay. So what about in opinion? In your opinion.
mm, Wait, what would I say for opinion?
So if you say when you say I believe there's no such thing as absolute good or bad, right? So in your opinion, can you please tell me, based on your good and bad, what is your opinion about these type of things? 你自己的看法。Belief 是我相信我的原则 I believe. Okay, but
Uh,
what is your opinion? Yeah.
I think you just have to take things by what it is, not by what's good or bad. Just take people or things just the way it is.
Okay. I feel you, but maybe I can add something to that. Since you say there's no absolute good or bad, or there's no such thing as this type of things, that bad means bad, good or good, but it all depends on individual. Like when you say that these things are bad, people opinion might think not that. There are people believe that this is not the bad thing, but do you see that opinion comes in forms of might be positive and negative. Opinions also comes in the way of giving people some feedback. So this feedback might be sometimes that you may not be able to accept it. You might think that their feedback is not good. So by writing an essay similar to this, you might say that one man's meat is another man's poison, but nevertheless, when we reach the conclusion, we know what kind of conclusion that the author and the readers and the people want to hear from. So, for example, if this guy were to kill his parents, okay, so I believe that this will be something that he or be doing it because out of anger. And so, what is your opinion? The opinion of the judges, do you think he should be death sentence or pardoned? Because after all, the son got some mental issue. So the epistemology, the knowledge itself is so important that sometimes can you use psychology to talk over using your emotion, feelings, or is it this a philosophy of your life that's a principle in you that no, as long as you whack your parents, you kill your parents, you disrespect your parents, you must go to jail. Man. That is my philosophy in life. But psychology, you have to understand how why do you think the person, the boy, who has been deciding to kill the parents. So these are all the things, right? So is it because he was out of anger, because he was being tortured? Is it because he has been forced to study and pressurize him until he cannot take it anymore, then he decided to break free? Okay, I'll come here. So these are all the things that when you are writing an essay, I'm not preparing for a set 3, yeah. I'm talking about higher learning. Hey, thanks. Any more? Kang Yao.
So
Thank you, sir. Haling, the one that does the school cover you insurance? So when you go and see doctor, your mommy, daddy follow you, right? So you know they can claim, they have to fill out the form and claim every single cent from the school, Take note, Okay. All right. And so now, so it means on the spot, that guy who really hit your hand using what to hit you?
Floorball stick.
Wow, four ball stick is quite thick, right?
Yeah. No, the worst part wasn't because I got hit by the floorball stick. It was because I was holding a floorball stick while getting hit by a floorball stick.
Wow, that is more painful.
Yeah.
The wood hitting the wood, and then your thumb is in between the two pieces of wood.
It wasn't wood, it was plastic.
That one
So,
plastic,
yeah.
plastic, right?
Yeah, it's plastic nowadays.
But now your old plastic, but your thumb is fractured, has been they turned the other side.
No, it's just minor fracture.
So do you X-ray?
Yeah, I did actually.
Where do you go? Changi Hospital,
Parkway.
Parkway, or Marine Parade there?
Yeah.
You mean who sent you there?
My mother.
After school?
Yeah, after school.
Why after school? Why not during school time when you're injured?
Oh, because new do stuff in school. New
Huh?
study, New study.
You mean you carry the pain all the way until school ended, then you go and see doctor?
It wasn't even that painful.
Hey, no lah, cannot like that lah. I know study is important, your physical well. Hey, what happened? If this thing is a small thing, you should know, you might exaggerate and hit into other nerve system, what you never know. Don't take it lightly, or even though it's a small thing, okay, you still have to take it seriously. It's not like, oh, 不用紧一点点就算了, no. Okay, so as a guy got the discipline case, what do you think the next thing happened to you?
Not sure.
So in your what do you believe about this incident? In based on epistemology, I use this as an example. Okay, maybe honey, I use this. So I believe that this guy cannot take sport and no sportsmanship. So in my opinion, he should ban from all sports for the time being. In case he play other games, he going to hit someone more serious. So in my opinion, this guy got anger management. Agree or Kang? Right. If you are a sports person, you wouldn't take because they lost the game, right? You cannot take it as you lost the game and no sportsmanship. So I strongly believe that he is not a sports person, and in my opinion, he should be banned for all sport for the time being until he stop his anger, control his anger management. So Hanling, what is your belief and opinion in your life?
I mean, he hasn't apologized yet.
No, anything. You don't need to talk. Oh, did he apologize to you?
Nope.
Set one, set 4.
Yeah, we're all same.
No, in your class.
Yeah, my class.
In your class, some more. Wow, Piang, this guy must be really got problem. Sorry. So what is your next reaction when he hit you?
His reaction.
Your reaction.
Oh, my reaction was like, I was gonna ask him why he did that. And
Then
then he started getting even angrier.
he even get angrier.
Yeah.
He was in the wrong and he's even get angrier.
Yeah.
Wow, then your teacher sorry lah, PE teacher sorry, right?
Okay.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Your Wi-Fi lagging.
The teacher didn't see it.
The teacher didn't see it, then how you report to the teacher?
Yeah,
Did
I just
any
tell the
winners?
teacher lah.
Is there
Yeah,
any
got
winner?
winners lah. Of course got winners lah.
A lot lah.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Good luck to him, already. Is he a very anger management person?
I'm not sure.
Your classmate there for 2 years, you don't know.
Why would I need to know?
It's your classmate, my dear.
Why would I need to know if I don't need to interact with the person?
Oh, you don't interact with him, huh?
Yeah, no.
So you mean for the whole last year, Step 3, you never interact with him?
Yeah, no. No need to.
Yeah, true. I agree with
If
you.
they are already part of the bad bunch, why would you mix with them?
What, sorry?
If they are already part of the bad bunch, why would you mix with them?
Oh, bad bunch. Fair enough. Yeah. 近朱者赤，近墨者黑. Thank you very much. So, okay, maybe tell me what is your belief and opinion in your life?
I mean, people get what they deserve. That's it.
No, for you, what do you
Yeah,
believe?
people get what they deserve. So
That's your
what you
belief,
do. Yeah, do what you do.
We don't use this example, don't say about the 441.
No, that's what I believe in. That's what I believe in.
I see. So what is your opinion for that?
I'm pretty sure not all people feel the same way as me.
So what in your opinion? What do you think about this? People get what they deserve.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Some people
not enough quality and quantity.
It's just a belief. So if you want to believe it, you believe in it. If you don't want to believe in it,
correct. But that's your belief. But in your opinion, how can we make this belief to be more better?
There's no making an opinion better or worse. An opinion is subjective.
Correct.
It can't get better or get worse.
It can be that.
So there's a limit. There's a limit at what you believe in. That can be only defined by political correctness or political incorrectness, or a person's personal correctness or a person's personal incorrectness.
Yes.
That's it.
But there's a possibility that the opinion can turn out to become rumors, right?
Yeah.
Then from there, say, hey, I tell you, this can't this. I tell you, this can't this. Rumors can destroy belief and opinion. Now, you see, look at this part. Yeah, thank you. I totally agree what both of you say. But then, how can we enforce in your creative writing skills? So, for example, we're talking about psychology here. My phone. Yeah, I'm going to mute my phone for a while first. Okay, so now we have psychology breaking into many parts. So the outwards or the overt actions, the internal or covert actions. Now, making bigger in case you can't see this, is a bit blur. Okay, so we have descriptions. So we don't use the floorball things, honey. We use, for example, someone who is a very naughty student in school. So how you describe what is it happening? Maybe he's always playing truants, not paying attention in class, or then how are you going to explain what is it going to happen? Is it because of anger management, or is it because he's a special needs, or is it because he just recently had some family dispute at home? So what is your prediction? When will it happen again? Do you think this person will happen again? So, honey, do you think this guy, after some discipline, do you think he will repeat the same mistake again?
Like I said, I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy.
No. I mean, in your opinion.
Yeah. I don't know the guy, so I can't give. The only thing I can give is a politically correct opinion.
Prediction, correct. So what do you think? Based on that particular one, I think he will. He will come back again.
Like I said, it depends on how like the disciplinary action and everything.
Yeah, then you see, you're right. Control. You see, control. How can he control and change? Correct. Is it because after this incident, he say, okay, he learned from this mistake and then he will not do again? Yes. Okay. Then what is the behavior? Is it the movement, talking, or facial expression? So sorry, when this guy hit you that time, what is the movement, talking, and did he scold you, or did he use the kind of facial expression and stare at you very seriously, angrily, or he just
that the first one.
Sorry, I did not know the other part. So what happened? What makes him to hit you?
Or I accidentally hit him in the leg with my floorball stick.
Or accidentally hit the floorball stick. Then you
Yeah.
apologize, right?
I was about to apologize, and he just bang.
Oh. Oh, you see? That's where the thinking and the feeling, you see, Kang Yao. That's why the thinking and the feeling is not there. And then remembering that he, maybe, yeah, I'm so sorry, yeah. Maybe he was thinking like, Han Ling, he has been eyeing you on all along, saying that, jealous of you. And this was a golden opportunity to hit you back. You see? So let's see, yeah. No possible, right? All right, some people are this kind of feelings. I don't know why. I mean, this really, that's why got, recently got, where was it? They got this place, was it in Margaret Drive? They got this guy taking a chopper and going round to chop people. You know that?
I thought got a lot of cases like that recently.
No, on the 5th, on the 5th of 4th of February.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, was taking a chopper and then he kind of injured and chopped a few people, but not very seriously injured. So look at the history of psychology. Is it under this behaviorism or the psychopathologist or was it? Well, I can't read this word. I really can't read gestalt. I never know what is this word. Sorry. And structuralism, I know. Functionalism. Okay, so how does this behavior works in the psychology of yourself, Kang Yang and Tian Yu, and Zach and Han Ling? Very simple. In your mind psychology, sometimes it will tell you things that you need to do, things that you don't need to do, things that you must do. See? So when you're writing an essay, something like that about how people feel, like discursive essay, narrative essay, you have to choose the word that is appropriate in terms of writing on certain particular objects or subjects. So if you are writing a person who is very sad because of stress, because of his exam, how are you going to portray him being sad? Maybe he's kind of at the 11th hour that he has to prepare for the exam, and because this is not his cup of tea of this subject, so he feel kind of worried, and he decided to get more nervous, and it might end up fainted, and it might end up to be go crazy, and might end up to give up the subject and fail. So we have to look into it, like writing an essay, we have to look into it, the things like so many things. Look here. We have the movement, talking, facial expression, thinking, feelings, remembering. All these actually contribute to a person's character, to a person's behavior. Very important, seriously. Why? Because if you're writing this kind of essay about stress management, about how students can cope for exam stress, this kind of essay, you have to bring all these things to tell the examiner, look, there's no one fixed, one measurement tailored to all sizes and all clothes. There are always different types of measurements to cater with different feelings, okay, with different cognitive thinkings. So let's move on to philosophical schools of thought and their implications. These topics today will be talking about philosophy and how this philosophy involves people to think, involve people how to see. Like for example, if you're writing an essay about say global warming or globalization, okay, so how can we make people to feel that global warming is a very bad impact? Why globalization is important to the country's success of economic purpose? So there's a lot of things. Ready? May I have Han Ling, are you able to read educational implications of realism?
Educational implications of realism. Religious realists do not limit knowledge to the phenomenal world alone, but hold their knowledge acquired through the senses as real, rational knowledge that does not form the entire domain of reality. There is a being responsible for their existence. The cosmos are real, and they point to the existence of a higher being. Furthermore, the study of God reveals that man always depends on God for his perfection and self-fulfillment. Therefore, education must recognize and incorporate this fact. Okafor, 1981, writes that this is the basic educational task of scholastics. The two domains, the natural and the supernatural, are complementary elements in man's effort towards the attainment of his ultimate self-fulfillment and complete actualization.
So this essay is not talking about your set 3, set 4, it's more a higher learning. So we are talking about natural and supernatural powers that your brain can do. So is there really such thing called supernatural powers in this human world, in this world? Yeah, they do have, but how you feel, how you see, how you take it from there, it all depends on how your brain thinks and how it functions. Okay. Who's talking? Okay, never mind. Sorry. So, thanks, honey. So, can you maybe explain the two of you are really more or less explain. Natural means you get natural talent. You are born with natural talent. Some people are born to do math very well. Some people are born can memorize things very fast. Supernatural power, maybe he can use his eye to see certain things, or he got this sixth sense to feel something is going to happen or not. No, there's a lot of things. So, Kang Yao, what is your definition if you're writing an essay about natural and supernatural power? How you define them? Yes.
They are
Who is the they? Sorry, who is the they?
the supernatural.
Okay.
They are more capable than a human being. Like they have more, they could be more intelligent, or they have like it's like they're stronger, or they have their brains could be they could perceive things better or differently.
That remind me of 中国大脑挑战，中国超级大脑挑战。They can show them a lot of numeric numbers, 7.718, 7.83, 54.7, 291.3, that kind of things, with a lot of place cut on the screen. And then this guy can memorize the sequence where it comes from. Is this a supernatural power? To me, it's not really a supernatural power. I feel that he has the ability to memorize number very easily through his maybe the other side of his brain. But if you were to put alphabet inside instead of numbers, can he really do the same thing? If he can really memorize by putting different countries, 197 countries, which position here and there, then maybe I would consider this like a supernatural power. But a supernatural power reverse it is the nature with super things. Like for example, we talk about Superman, we got superpower, right? Because he's born like Spider-Man and things. But you realize now, Kang Yao, Batman got no supernatural power. Do you know that? Or Batman got no power. Right? Batman is using all the gadgets, right? True enough. Like Aquaman, he got power because his mom is the god.
You see, no, Batman has powers. Is that he's very rich.
The power of richness, well done. But that is not supernatural power already. Supernatural power is like Aquaman, Iron Man. Can Iron Man consider as supernatural power?
No, he's also really rich.
He and Batman use gadgets. Yeah, so I would say Spider-Man, Superman, Aquaman, and Misha, Green Lantern. Can Green Lantern consider one of the? I don't know about his story. What about this? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Suddenly I can't know the. How about Hawk? Hawk. Yes, Hawk.
That's very definitely a superpower.
Yeah, supernatural, right? Kang Yao, right? Because the Hawk, he went to the military, then bam, he got the all kind. But as long as he's angry, he will turn into more superpower, more great. Okay, that kind of natural power. Okay, Kang Yao, let's go.
The scientific realism sees the environment and the training of the senses for perception as against empty memorization of abstract things. It is a total rejection of the classical method whereby this child is made to memorize knowledge by a rote system. The child is given enormous freedom to discover knowledge and is given freedom to think through situations rather than accepting authority as source of human knowledge. One major criterion for knowledge here is the inductive method of observation, experimentation, formulation of hypotheses, and laws which eventually form what is known today as scientific knowledge. This implies that knowledge that cannot be verified inductively is committed to the flames, and more so are dogmas. Education is better dome Godfrey.
So what he mentioned this paragraph here is very straightforward. That sometimes we need to memorize things. So by memorizing things, it's not really a supernatural power. I feel that it's a natural ingredient that you're born to have this. Maybe the other side of brain is much stronger to memorize this. So kind of last time when I was your age, step 3, step 4, I love to memorize history a lot and literature. And that's how I score. But when it comes to math, it's logic, no? Math also need to memorize, like Kang Yao, you agree? Like the formula, right? You need to memorize the formula and then the steps. And then you must know how to do the equations, all these things. But I cannot, when it comes to this type, I freak out my mind. No? So I think maybe because my brain is kind of focused and what is mentioned here is being locked into certain things, which is memorizing words, not numbers. So all we can see is that when you are writing an essay, you have to put that some people are good in figures, some people are good in words, some people are good in picture, some people are good in music, some people are good in a movement. You need to move like sports people. So this is the taxonomy, Bloom taxonomy, where you have different set of skills, right? To encourage students or leaders or people to able to do it and feel good about it and become their different philosophy in life. How they believe that by looking at pictures, they improve better. By looking at words, is something that is different from numbers. For me, I definitely prefer words than number. Okay. Carry on. Kang Yao.
Inductive, appreciable is the influence of scientific knowledge to life. It has actually advanced the welfare of man in the society, but care must be taken not to reduce life to what can be tested, evaluated, and decided in the laboratory. Life is always larger than scientific logic.
Yeah, write down, please. Life is always larger than scientific logic. Write down. No matter how, write down, Han Ling Tian Yu Kang Yao, exactly. Life is always larger than scientific logic. No matter you can use logic to prove me wrong, you can prove me certain things. Life, in other aspect, there are many ways. You don't just because of this logic things, you may change your perceptions in life. And so because science, like water is the three cycle. It's a melting, solid, liquid, and gas, that kind of thing. Yeah, that is very scientific. But can we bring it more than just like the solid, liquid, and gas? I would say the ice like melting in my heart. Because so it's like melting. So does it tells you solid, liquid, and gas? Your love steam up my life. So it's like evaporation, right? So is it got to do gases? So melting is it got to do with liquids? So solid is a brand solid. Solid is the ice itself, as an ice cube. So come and think of it. It's really scientific sometimes. Make life to very fictitious. That means very fixed. You can't change. But we have to. So when you're writing an essay, you learn, you have to be more flexible to able to write things that you feel that is good. The choice of words, the vocab that you use, the sentence construction, the grammar that you're going to put in place must be very careful. So some of you might be taking the kind of assessment. Give me a minute. I feel very hot. I need to turn on the fan. Sorry, I have to turn on the two fan. I think next time my study room should install an aircon. All right, next one. Han Ning, can you go? Pragmatism. Wow, that is your favorite word, I know. You are a pragmatism person. Let's go.
Pragmatism is generally viewed as American philosophy. It emanated in the latter part of the 19th century. The proponents of this philosophical tradition are George Sanders Peirce, 1839 to 1940, William James, 1842 to 1910, and John Dewey, 1839 to 1940. Pragmatism comes from the Greek word pragma, meaning work. Pragmatists hold that activity or experiment is done first, then on the basis of the result, principles and ideas derived. That is to say that the validity of any philosophical position is tested against its ability to solve current problems. If a thing works in practice, then it is valuable, desirable, and should be upheld. The implication that is that nothing is absolutely good. Everything is subject to change as situation demands. both George Sanders Peirce and William James are often credited to have described pragmatism in part two by biblical allusion. By their fruits you shall know them. Hence, pragmatism is also known as experimentalism or consequentialism.
Wow, you are the person, no wonder you are the scout leader. The student cannot do, then you do the high tilao down. Can you imagine the set one do that? It's like, you know, they do this dance. Now it's so popular, you know, right? The high tilao dance. I'm also learning that dance, obviously. I saw the actual person who did the dance. Oh, very good. It's like break dance like that. Oh, cool, man. Guys, pragmatism and optimism and realism and also enthusiasms, all these supposed to make a person to be more active, much better, more energetic, and at the same time full of the adrenaline levels to pump up when you are writing an essay or when you're giving a speech to encourage people. So what it means here, very straightforward. So can you imagine this George and John were to be alive now, or just like time machine, and then realize, oh my goodness, I mean, these people died in 1914 before World War One, or somewhere in the between the World War One already. Sorry, long time, never 1 year never touch history already. So half yes, a bit here and there, but not fully. So that is something that is different, and I feel that they will be very happy to see that, oh, whatever I've written, whatever I've researched, people in the modern 21st century, they are using my method. Wow, Jesus Christ. I am so elated and on cloud nine that they use that. Well, nevertheless, I feel that this is something very, very interesting, why people are still like to learn about our brain. Because brain is always very fascinating. Now, a lot of things are being fixed, are more or less like scientific proven, but brain itself is still a thing that people can still looking into it, and not easy. And definitely you'll feel different about it. So just to ask the two of you, how will you feel when one day, Kang Yao and Han Ling, you die already, okay, 100 years later or 200 years later, die already. Your brain is on sale, on sale, on the shopping mall, selling your brain. So Han Ling, 1 million, Kang Yao also 1 million. Then all your brains, all your family brains, including my brain also there. Then suddenly you saw Uncle Raymond's brain $5. You ask the salesperson, hey, excuse me, why this brain $5? Guess what the salesperson say? Maybe you can guess. All the brains are $1 million. So imagine you're buying a data, like, because you want to transfer this data from Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, from maybe Joe Biden or Xi Jinping or who are Hitler, Trotsky, or all these people. Why Uncle Raymond's the brain only $5, Kang Yao? Where else your brain is 1 million or 10 million? More than $5, why? And what do you think the salesperson tells you? Kang Yao?
Maybe because
我的头脑就我的脑只能卖5块而已。It's a very very lousy and sick joke lah, okay? But I just want to see how you answer this about pragmatism, consequences, and what they call it, and experimentalism.
is it because it's not worth enough?
Wow, you insult me, my brain not worth it. Thank you, I'm very sad. Thank you very much. How about you, Han Ling? I miss you and Zachary. Maybe you also can give answer why my brain only worth.
I think they see
$5.
different value in different things.
No, you know what? Not there. The salesperson tells of you, sorry, sir, this brain is brand new, haven't used yet. Get a joke. You get a joke because you go to the shop there is to buy brain for knowledge, Kang Yao. The more experienced person and more more experience and more consequences that person have. Of course you want to buy because you want to transfer knowledge to you, but you saw Uncle Raymond's brain only $5. 先生，焕然是新的，还没有用过的。Will you buy this brain? Of course not, right? Kang Yao. Yeah, it's a lame joke, lame joke, lame joke. So before I forgot, Han Lei, I went to the Popular to saw the history textbook. It was really seriously don't have Stalin, right? Don't have Hitler, right? Correct or not?
Have Hitler, just not much focus on.
Sorry, don't have Stalin. I beg your pardon. Don't
Yeah,
have Stalin,
don't
right?
have in-depth into Stalin.
And they also don't talk much about the Japanese World War II, why they annexed, correct me if I'm wrong, and they also talk about only the Germans, the World War II in Europe, and then they don't talk about much of the China history.
They talk about Japan. Yes, they talk about Japan.
Not much of China history, why they involved in World War II.
Yeah.
Very sad, very sad. I don't know what the MOE is thinking, making this history getting from bad to worse, in my opinion. But it's very easy to study. To be honest, it's very easy to study. But the Vietnam War is the one with the killer. So this year you're doing the Vietnam War, right? Correct. Thank you. May I have Tang Yao, your turn?
It should be noted here that the capacity of an action or theory to solve the problem of an individual does not qualify that action or theory as truth. It must transcend the needs of an individual to the overall well-being of the community. In other words, an action could be satisfactory to an individual, but not for the state. Such action is morally evil, even though it works for the individual. Another characteristic of pragmatism is that it does not make any extramental reference to any authority outside activity that tests for sustainability of any physio
Philosophical.
philosophical position. For example, in America today, abortion is legally upheld because it serves the individual and helps the state in the management of population size. In the sense, it is okay by the law, but should reference be made up to absolute moral norm, abortion would be found wanting and unacceptable.
So this is another topic, Kang Yao. So in your opinion, okay, this is a bit sensitive, okay, to the two of you. In your belief and opinion, do you think abortion should be totally eradicated or support abortion? So it's a it's a pro-abortion or anti-abortion, Kang Yao. Wait. By the way, you know what is the meaning of abortion?
Yes.
Please, because don't mistaken it. Okay, sorry. Yes, let's go.
I think abortion should not be available for everybody. They should ask why. It shouldn't be given to anybody, and like yeah, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be
It
like
doesn't convince me, leh. Sorry, it doesn't convince me. Okay, carry on.
I think it shouldn't be illegal, but it should not be like a very easy to obtain surgery. I think they should like
Wait. Go through what? Sorry.
go through like assessments or like reasons why you want to get the abortion.
You know, at the certain month when this girl is pregnant or this lady is pregnant for, let's say, about third month or fourth month, or maybe the first less than 3 months, there will be the fetus forming. Can you imagine you give the scissors or what the forceps to go in and squish the brain, the skull of the fetus? Wow. And even the fetus can move about and avoid the scissors or scalp things to crush his head or her head. That means he got feeling already. But why do you think that a lot of countries are against abortion? But because it's taking a human life, a form of life. But there are people who still think abortion is necessary because, for example, if this person being raped, okay, is being raped, and then she got pregnant because of that, and then this is a rapist guy, and this rapist got disease, not just STD, maybe some sexually disease that is very serious, and this baby born will be a burden to the society and will be a traumatized as well. And so that it will be so-called encourage that kind of abortion, even though it might be against the religions of aborting their babies. So you see, these are the topics that we are talking about, philosophy and psychology and epistemology. When you're writing this kind of essay, whether do you agree or not? I will tell you my answer later after hearing from Han Lei. Han Lei, Do you support or not support anti-abortion?
I feel like every country should just make it an option too.
Huh? Every country is what, sorry?
Every country should make it an option for abortion to be able for people to be able to carry out abortion.
Okay, can you explain more? Can you
Okay,
explain?
so firstly,
Yeah,
I
explain
like
so you are support or not support?
I like
You
to
still have
point
to
out
admit,
support.
you support you support anti-abortion.
No, I support abortion. Like you're allowed to have abortion.
Oh, you support abortion. Oh, okay. Why
Okay,
you support?
because like you've really raised the scenario of sexual assault. Yeah, that's definitely one of the main reasons why I will. But then we also need to look over the case of why the woman wants to carry out this thing. So
Why
yeah,
the women want to carry out this abortion?
yeah. So it should be on a case by case basis, and although yeah, it takes a huge lot of hospital, we should definitely get legal rights involved. When you look over the legal basis of why abortion should or shouldn't be carried out in this case.
So in your opinions, you say you will support abortion
Yeah,
because of abusive.
but legality needs to be involved.
So let's say we don't talk about because of these rapists or all these things. Normal like a couple. Okay,
No,
or
then that's
not say
not allowed.
underage. No, we are not talking about underage. We are talking about, let's say, normal 20 plus, a couple who haven't get married or got married already, and then they want to abort the baby. You still support abortion? Is it, honey?
I
Will you
I will not support.
you will not?
I will not support if it's an actual couple and it was their decision for this to occur.
But let's say now you are the mayor, all right? You make the rules. Let's say in some states they have their own rules. So what will you do for that? Yeah, very tough, right? What will you do, honey?
I mean, okay. If you're the mayor, you get to do what you get to do, right? So just do it. The people hate you, so what? You're just making life easier for them.
For me, okay, thank you. I got your message. But for me, I think as a mayor or as a rule a legislator or lawyer or judge or even a lawmaker, I will make abortions to be not so easy. Like I agree to the both of you case by case basis. So when you are writing an essay or a proposal to the presidents of the countries or to the whole of the population, I need to put in my point to say why on certain maybe 3 reasons that abortion should be carried out. Number one is because the mother is having a difficulty to carry out the babies because of her health conditions. Number two, of course, is that kind of rapist case, sexual assault case. They have no choice. Third might be because after checking through, they got history of children who are born to be have this kind of problem. So advisable is to abort the kid. There are some parents who know their first child is Down syndrome, the second child is Down syndrome, and the third child is also Down syndrome. Hey, come on, the very high chance the fourth one also can be Down syndrome. So advisable is don't give birth, please abort the fourth child. But they still want to give birth, then oh my God, seriously, you're having yourself so much burden to have 4 child that is Down syndrome. I'm not against it, but I feel very pity for the child. And maybe for the mom who have to cope with 4 Down syndrome child. Not acceptable for me, okay? So it is thus called the experimentalism because pragmatists believe, you see the word believe, not opinion. Believe in experiment has their only criterions of truth. To them, true realities, goodness, and evils are all relatively terms. And this concept are not predetermined and absolute. Thanks to the two of you who say they are not absolute. They can be vary from different case by case basis. Case by case basis. They are proved by man's own experience. Pragmatists also hold that whatever was true yesterday need not be the same today. So whatever is true yesterday, not true, depends, right? Like yesterday, the sun come up from the east. Tomorrow, the sun will still come up from the east. What's so different? Tomorrow, the sun will set from the west, same as the next day will be the west. That is the pattern. That is scientific. That is nothing you can change. That is nothing you can do. But what it means is whatever is true to yesterday. For example, yesterday they say that it will this part of the roads will be closed because due to certain events or certain things. That is true. So pragmatism people say, okay, maybe I will travel in a different way. But next day, whether things continue have road constructions, who knows? Maybe they stop because it was a heavy rain. So there was thunderstorm, and then it's not fair for the worker to work openly and get themselves drenched and wet, and then got a chance to be electrocuted by lightning. So you see, that is different. So when you're writing an essay, you have to put all these thought into this. You have to put a very mature thought. You don't say, oh, I write for the sake of writing and put it in. That's about it. Okay. We all not stupid. We know what it's going to do. So please, you are all factory except for also write something that is more realistic. Okay. Oh, we're going to end soon. Wait, we're going to do the homework. Where am I? Where am I? Kang Yao, please.
Pragmatism is called consensualism
Consequential,
consequentialism because any human activity is evaluated in terms of its consequences or results. Change is the basic factor of pragmatism. No truth is absolute and permanent. It is always changing from time to time, from place to place. Pragmatists do not believe in fixed internal and absolute values of life, to be followed in all times, places, and circumstances. To them, only those ideals and values are true which result in some utility to mankind in a certain set of times.
You agree now, Kang Yao? While you're reading this, do you agree that what is happening yesterday, the day before, the last week, will it be the same thing for tomorrow, today, tomorrow, next week?
It will not
Last
be the
year,
same.
the way you celebrate Chinese New Year, and this year, the way you celebrate Chinese New Year, and 10 years later, the way you celebrate Chinese New Year, do you think will be the same?
No.
There are certain things I think you agree with me will be the same, right?
Yes.
Like what?
Like everybody will still wear red.
Okay. Remember last month our topic is about festive and celebration. Very good. What else that will be fixed?
People will still give each other red packets.
Thank you. How about you, Hanling? What are the things that things like 10 years from now, your way of celebration Chinese New Year? 10 years from now, you are already how old? 26. Or maybe 20 years from now, you are 36 years old. What are the things that will change? Confirm will change, right? And the things will not change. The thing that change is that you got married already, then your sister not married yet, or your sister got married, then your sister got kids. You are the eldest uncle, you must give hong bao to your nephew and niece, correct or not? These are the things that to change, 对吗？ Hanley? Correct or not? So yeah, can you stop looking at the handphone and look at me now and tell me what are the things will not change after 20 years?
Okay. So first, Chinese New Year is a tradition that's been around for what, 4,000, 5,000 years.
Correct.
So there's obviously hasn't even really changed much since then. We've continued
Correct.
so many traditions from 5,000 years ago. And
Absolutely.
one of the things that I think one of the only things I've thought that have changed so far are, the red packets, they've become digital. That's about it.
Oh, damn it, man.
We still do everything the same.
Hey, but you prefer the e-wallet hong bao or
I
the
don't have
physical-
e-wallet. Give me the physical money. It's nicer to touch money.
Hey, man, I like that. Yes, I totally agree. Okay, carry on. That's the thing. Okay, very good. Any more? What are the things where the change will change? Honey,
I think it's just the how ang baos are given, but that's it.
I think the only things that will change for you is that maybe you might not eating 团年饭.
No, 团圆饭 has been around for 5,000 years. Come
No,
on.
what I mean is now you're eating 团年饭 at home now lah. So now if let's say you're married, right? Okay, and with your wife, and say both of you.
I never didn't think you mean from a personal stance.
So let's say both of you married with your wife. Say your wife are not local Singaporean, are overseas. Let's say Malaysia, Taiwan, China, or Hong Kong, or Vietnam, something like that. So the reunion dinner by right, you're supposed to eat at home, right? but because of whatever reason, maybe you have to change, you have to eat your reunion dinner one day before you fly off to your parents-in-law house. Correct or not, Kang Yao? That's very true, right? So these are the things that can change. So the pragmatism is like, now look, I'm very optimistic, things might change. I will leave it, it will change. So when you're writing that kind of essay, you have to put into consideration that sometimes in life, we cannot be so restricted. So thanks, Han. So if we are talking about this guy who's that day before bully you, not bully you, hit you. So philosophy in your life is that 得饶人处且饶人, right? Forgive and forget, and let's move on. But psychologically, I think you're not feeling good already. You get hurt, and then got this part of it in your brain. Your epistemology knowledge is that next time I want to play four ball, I definitely would not want to play with this clown again. So my question to the two of you is in writing an essay. So you have to put in that kind of flavor. The way you write, you must bring it how you perceive things. Use the word to describe, like putting yourself into the shoe of the person in that passage, then you feel better. Okay? Hanning, your turn.
The central positions of pragmatism are schematized as follows. Faith in the present and future. Change is the only real thing. Everything else is provisional in the sense that the usefulness of any theory is sustained so long as it serves the purpose. Truth is formed by its result. Values are related. There's no such thing as ultimate value.
I don't agree with this part. The faith in the present, you must have faith in the present and future. That is totally agree. You must have faith in yourself. Like after your O level, Hanling, what are you going to do? Of course, A level, Uncle Raymond, or poly lah. Then after that, of course, my uni, then I go NS or then continue my uni lah. Then after that, what? Come out to work, or if I can study, I continue study lah. If not, I come out to work and see what is going to be life to be for me as a young adult. So change is the only thing. That one is really we cannot control. Okay, the thing moves so fast until nowadays the technology is like wow, like the blink of your eyes, you just boom. So like Harley, you always like to use the tapestry of life, right? There's changes of things so fast. We cannot just sit there and wait for things to happen. We have to move. You see, values are relative. There's no such thing as ultimate value. There is certainty in ultimate values. Values that your grandparents have brought for you, your parents have brought for you. Things like moral, motivation, and the most important thing is called the manners. These are the end value that will last forever. Number 4, 5, please. Hanling.
Critical intelligence is of great importance. Knowledge obtained at any point in time is never an end in itself, but means to an end. That is the main idea between Daewoo pragmatism as philosophy. Instrumentalism, problems as motives of truth.
Problems as the motive of truth. So how can we have this truth that we are able to motivate ourselves to solve problems? So there are people who always like to come and solve problems. The more problems and the more difficult problems they have, they feel good about it. They are more energetic and enthusiasm and feel like entertaining themselves to find out a solution to their problems. And if they can solve this problem, they are like feeling good about it and they feel, wow, I'm genius. Wow, I'm a problem solver. Wow, I'm good in able to manage problems. So therefore, I have a value to this particular organization. So whatever essay is like your argumentative and an exploratory essay. Later on, I'm going to write that. Okay, educational implication of pragmatism. Oh, just left a bit, my dear. Kang Yao, will you be able to read this? Sing.
Singh states that pragmatism is closely related to modern education. It believes in change in education and opposes traditional education. Only gaining of knowledge for the sake of knowledge is not the real aim of education. This philosophy focuses on mental, religious, and aesthetic modes of human activity. Through activities, human being creates their own ideals and values. Aspects of education should be suitable to human good and human growth. According to pragmatists, educational process should promote human welfare. Only flexible educational institutions can remain alive, active, and satisfy the changing needs of the society and provide real experiences through activities.
Is it true? It's true. It's only through activities, to consequences, to problem solving, to some challenges in life, to some issues, through some hiccups, through some up and downs. These are all the words can be used in your creative writing skills to show that how a person can be pragmatic, can be thing like a good philosophical way of life, and how can they control their psychology to make it more important to the epistemologies of what they have learned through life. Now, why every time when they say the older, they say the ginger, the older it is, the more bitter. 姜越老越辣, more spicy and hot. There's this saying saying that it's true because at the end of the day, when we want to get experience and knowledge or life, we usually look at the senior people, the older generation. True enough, Kang Yao, Han Ling, and Tian Yu, and Zachary, we never experienced World War II in our life. We just read from the books, the movies, the what call the surveys by these senior people who came and share their experience during World War II, and things like that, their philosophy in life at that time, how they've been hurt of their psychological well-being. So same thing, 3 years ago, all of you are about set 1, set 2, right? You more or less have some experience about COVID-19. Moving forward in 50 years or 60 years, 70 years, by then you are about 60 years old or 70 years old. And then this pandemic comes in. Epidemic, no, it's not epidemic. Pandemic comes in. Are you able to handle this time with a much better? I mean, for those older generations, they know, realize Kang Yao, you know, when they announced that there's a lockdown, right? Lockdown in Singapore, remember? The first thing people go and buy is what? Tell me. The first thing people buy.
Toilet paper.
Correct. Agree on Kang Yao. I don't know why. Why toilet paper? Seriously, why buy toilet paper? And then the next thing will be egg, right? Egg, and then third one, I think Maggie mee, right? Hello. There's this thing called Grab food, right? People can still deliver food and others, but people at that time was first time in their life. As a Singaporean, first time myself also. But I did not panic until I went to NTUC FairPrice. I still can remember this NTUC staff. I was so damn angry and cursing and swearing people, taking out all the toilet paper, and she has to really put on the mask, and that time we got no vaccinations, no protection, just only a mask. No, she has to work like hell just to stop out the toilet paper in front of the shops or in front of the NTUC shelves. So I don't know. Maybe this is the typical Singaporean kiasuism, or being afraid to lose out certain thing and hey, come on, some even buy 5, 6 packets of rice. I was like, seriously? It's not war, right? Yeah, I know we are having a war of an invisible war with COVID-19, but not a kind of war. Even if the enemy would attack you, you agree now? They buy 10 packets of rice. The guy bomb you, you will die together with the rice. True now. The main thing is to go and buy gold, right? If a war is to buy gold and then now money will be useless already. Once the war starts, money is useless. So the best thing is to buy gold and keep and run away. That's how it happens during World War I and World War II. But seriously, you cannot take it. Now, gentlemen, I would like you to now to type in your answer. Okay, and then of course some of you have this Tian Yu and Han Ling. I know there are some of you, 2 of you have done this last week. No, not last week, Tuesday, right? With these 2 questions already. If you are doing the same questions on Tuesday with the set 4 group, please don't choose the same. But that one is the essay, this one is this essay. So total you got 2 essays to write. But never mind, if you really got no time, at least hand in 1 essay, either on the Friday lessons with me or this one. Okay. Now, for the meantime, can we 2 of you really sit down and tell me what is the definitions of philosophy and what is the definition of psychology? Okay, please. If we can finish this on time, then that's it. We can call it a day. So yeah, that's about it for today's lesson. Just I want to know what are you going to do, but of course we would like to hear from you from this one here. Okay, can we have this one? Philosophy and psychology. Let's go. I'll come back to you. Now, if you can, the two of you, you can use your clipboard. I prefer you to use your clipboard if you can. All right, to do it. That would be awesome. All right, that would be good. Oh, somebody sent the answer already. Okay, whose answer is this? Oh, Kang Yao, your answer is only one.
Sorry, it takes quite long for me to type because my
I
disability.
know. Don't worry, my dear. You do what you can, please. Very good, Kang Yao. Maybe you can add some more, okay? I know. Don't stress, please. Now you understand now. I think the best is for all of you. For all of you who are taking exam, please don't exert yourself. So Kang Yao, like somewhere in June, like that, after June, holiday over already, don't go for wakeboarding already. Okay? You never know, safety precautions. Because all these high-end activity sports, like this 2 days ago, I was doing gym, back, doing this one back. And suddenly my this part, oh, so pain, hurting. I can't do my spring cleaning well. Once you complete this homework, it's considered homework already. Okay. I still have not given you a student performance appraisal. Hopefully, these few days, when having Chinese New Year, I can do something about it. Let's go. Yes, Mr. Chen Hanling. Okay. I promise you, if you all can complete it fast, I will call it a day earlier, but usually I don't like to do that, to be honest. I'm very OCD on it. So next week we'll see who Han Ling and no Tian Yu and Zachary to present to us, okay? Han Ling, your philosophy done already. How about psychology? Oh, psychology done already?
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, doing now.
Yeah, I thought you done already.
No, that was me missending the bottom part of my paragraph because I
No,
couldn't
through
copy
rigorous
everything.
inquiry. How about this
Yeah.
one? No, this
Yeah,
one through.
it's part of that paragraph. It's part of that paragraph. I couldn't copy everything in one
Oh, so
chunk.
it's like that, huh? Is it
No,
like that?
no. It's correct. It's correct. Whatever I sent you just now is correct.
The latest one is correct, but don't have this one.
No. It's in the bottom part. It's in the bottom part. You see? Through rigorous inquiry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, my dear. Okay. I see. Yeah. How you really type? You got painkiller, huh? You taking painkiller, huh?
No, not taking any painkiller.
Huh? Oh, okay, fair enough. We can be together. See, honey, you see my finger,
Oh,
my middle finger.
it's fine. It's fine. Your middle finger is usually more frequently used than your thumb.
Very naughty. Okay lah. Honey, Kang Yao psychology. Done already. Eh? Oh, so you add some more, huh, Kang Yao?
Yeah, add some more.
Thank you very much. How about philosophy? You want to add some more philosophy? Han Ling, you're giving me the psychology, right?
Giving you now. I'm writing now.
Okay. Once we read your answer, that's it. Okay, let's read Kang Yao one. Kang Yao, can you read any more to add in? No, got oh, okay. Han Ling one ready for your philosophy psychology?
Well, still typing, still typing. Okay, I got it.
Well done. Eh, this is philosophy or psychology?
Philosophy.
You already have philosophy already, what? Why you give me
No,
philosophy?
I already have psychology. This one is philosophy.
This one you see? Which one?
Oh, wait. Hold on.
你是不是打错？
I think I sent you wrong. Wait, hold on.
Oh. Kang Yao is still any more to add? No,
No.
Okay, let's
No.
read yours first while waiting for Han Ling. Let's go. Philosophy.
Philosophy is a study of fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, reasons, value, mind. It also involves a lot of critical thinking and looking at things from many different angles. It is also taking a basic thing and breaking it down into smaller and more detailed parts and studying it.
So this is in your own words, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. True. A. You got A for this one?
Psychology is a scientific study of how a brain works and perceive things. It is a field of study and involves of studying and understanding of mental processes. Psychology is also a part of the medical field, and it could be considered as a treatment to mental injuries. Studying philosophy is also a way to study how the brain works and how many different brains perceive things, like how a person with ADHD take in information compared to someone with anxiety.
Or OCD, yeah. So study is the study of how a brain works, which is very true. Yeah, not only just how it works, but how it functions to a different situations, environment, and challenges. While they're also dangerous, but the brain are so fascinating. Medical field, okay. It's also yeah, it's true. Injuries and yes, very true. That's also in your own words, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, psychology. I hope you all are using your own words now. Of course, you can use your AI, ChatGPT, or Google, Wikipedia, fine, but at the end of the day, because you need to, what do you call, use your own words as much as you can, what's wrong with this word? True words. What's wrong? Nothing wrong with it. Okay, come. Honey. Philosophy.
Philosophy, often described as the love of wisdom, is a discipline that delves into fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. It seeks to understand the nature of reality and our place within it, exploring concepts such as truth, morality, justice, and beauty. Through rigorous inquiry, critical thinking, and rational analysis, philosophers grapple with timeless inquiries about the nature of being, the purpose of life, the foundations of knowledge, and the principles guiding human conduct.
Yes, totally agree. I missed out this last part in my research as well. Timeless inquiries about the natures of being. True, no? In fact, it's infinity. Philosophy is infinity. From Socrates, thousands of years before Jesus Christ until now, I totally agree with you, honey. Carry on about your psycho. Let's go. Hello, brother psycho.
Right. Psychology is the study of the mind and behavior, encompassing a diverse range of topics from cognitive processes and emotional experiences to social interactions and mental health. Seeks to unravel the mysteries of human thought, emotion, and behavior through scientific inquiry and empirical research. Psychologists often employ methodologies, including experiments, surveys, and clinical observation, to explore the intricacies of the human psyche. By investigating topics such as perception, memory, learning, motivation, and personality, psychology aims to uncover the underlying mechanisms that drive human behavior and shape individual differences.
Shape the individual differences in terms of emotional feelings, in terms of their character development, in terms of their different attitudes towards the behavior of their lifestyle. Okay, if you add this, will be good. Well done, all of you. Okay, I save it for this one here. So Tian Yu and Zachary, next week when you come back, we shall do this one, okay, for that. All right, so may I wish all of you 学业进步，身体健康，万事如意，步步高升。祝你的家里的人平平安安，顺顺利利，顺顺利利，顺顺利利，恭喜发财，龙飞猛进。Sorry, Kang Yao, the next few days, just in case, your place have to book, right?
Yeah.
In case have to book, so I have to call your mom or call you.
Call my mom.
But your mom very busy, sometimes cannot get her house.
Then you should call the restaurant.
Oh, okay. Just in case these next few days, because after the 4th of 2 Uncle Raymond may not have time to go there and eat already because I have to start working already. But nevertheless, it's okay. We still can meet up on the weekdays, the daytime. But mommy and daddy, what time go to work?
My dad goes to work at 7 or 6 sometimes.
Or after
and
fetching you to school,
yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
my
Mommy?
mom depends. Sometimes she'll go to restaurant at 10 or 11, or